Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game between Lin and Czech taking place here on Terran's Stand. Over here on the top left-hand side of the map, we have Lin spawning as, the red orc. Meanwhile, Czech spawning as the blue night elf. Lin versus Czech in this 1v1 matchup, and let me just double check something really quickly here. All right, yeah, let's see. Nope. Let's see. Yep. All right, everything's good. All of my settings are fine over here. All right, let's go ahead and speed things up. This is Terran's Stand. You guys pretty much know what's going to happen in the first 2 minutes of the game. It will most likely be a Demon Hunter or Warden going up against a Blade Master. We'll see the timing on the Voodoo Lounge, which is a little bit delayed so far. The timing on the Voodoo Lounge will indicate whether or not he's going to go for heavy creeping or if he's going to go for a bit of harassment. I'm still waiting for that Voodoo Lounge. Don't see it just quite yet. There it goes. That means that the Blade Master should be able to clear out the level 5 creep along the help with a grunt, and then from there come back, sell the Scroll of Town Portal, pick up double healing salves, a Scroll of Speed, and maybe even a Clarity Potion as well. Let's go ahead and slow things down a bit to see if I am at all right. Blade Master actually a little bit delayed, not out at the 2-minute mark. Meanwhile, Demon Hunter is already out on the other side of the field. Ancient of War creeping, no big surprise there. But what is a surprise though is that you see Czech actually missed and a hit, allowing the Ancient of War to get a final shot off there. The Demon Hunter is not sitting at level 2, and we'll see if that does come back to haunt him. Finishing off the remainder of this creep camp. Does he get level 2? Yes, he gets it right on the dot, but he is short about 40 experience right now, and that may have profound impact on the game a bit later. Let's take a look at the population count. 20 compared to 21. You can see Czech is the blue night elf. They're going to go ahead and clear things out. The Kobold Tunnelers and the 311 creep camp. Is the Ancient of War making its way over? Yes, slowly regenerating the cell count on that tree, as it is going to go ahead and tank all of this damage as well. Important thing to note though is there's still only one archer in this army, making it very, very difficult to stop any sort of harassment. If you try this build against undead, you will obviously fall short. Just because the ghouls in the early portion of the game are just so highly effective. Blade Master now making his way back down. Windwalk actually moving slightly faster. I had to double check if I was in fact at 1 speed or 2 speed, as you see that there is an assassin here. Blade Master going to easily clear out the assassin. 84-point critical strike. You can see him, and that was on the higher end there. Gloves of Haste, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, picking up a useful item. What will it be? It is going to be a Circlet of Nobility, and now he is going to go ahead and back off. Meanwhile, Grunt trying to put pressure down there. He is going to be pushed back. Meanwhile, the Ancient of War is back up to full hit points, but we are teching to tier 2, looking for the Druids of the Talon off of those Ancients of Wind. Dots very, very effective in this matchup. Double Circlets of Nobility for the Demon Hunter as well, giving him more hit points and the ability to burn more mana, which is incredibly important to try and shut down that Tauren Chieftain, which will be coming out as soon as the Stronghold is done. Back off to the north though, Blade Master going to go ahead and attempt to clear out the other assassin, picking up hopefully another item. He's most likely looking for another Claws of Attack +6, I believe. That would be the better item there. Let's see what it is going to be. Assassin is going to end up getting taken down. It is Claws of Attack +6 indeed. And now that Blade Master is going to be critically hitting somewhere in the hundreds on the high end, at least at level 2. Double Grunts outside trying to put pressure on the front door here. Meanwhile, a lone archer is going to spot the Blade Master, not fire a single arrow to at least try and disrupt some of that heal. As you can see now, the Blade Master is making its way over as well. Wisp are being brought over to try and repair. You can see a lot of damage has been repaired off here. No raiders, as the Wisp are just desperately trying to repair here. Not doing that great of a job. Let's see if it will be able to hold it off. It looks like it is falling steadily. No, actually, yeah, it does end up falling. So 6 Wisp, not enough, as the Blade Master with those Gloves of Haste just got enough damage in to try and take it down. Beastmaster is out on the field now, and the Blade Master timing was absolutely perfect to try and put pressure on this front door here, as we are now going to Ancients of Wind. Not having that Ancient the shop there is going to help or is going to hurt tremendously, as the Blade Master now trying to wander around on the inside. You can see the Ancient of Wind able to is going to go ahead and take some damage, but he has a Staff of Teleportation, and he also has, more importantly, enough mana to be able to Wind Walk out. Without that Ancient of Wonders protecting that front door, the Blade Master can just get in and out of that position extremely easily. Perhaps an Ancient of Wonders should have been placed down there, and then the Blade Master would not have had as easy of a time getting in. Dual Ancients of Lore are now being added, but Czech is in serious trouble. He is obviously behind in the supply count just because he is saving his resources for those Ancients of Wind, but he also needs the tech to tier 2, and he lost a lot of crucial time on those upgrades. Ancients of Wind need to get up quickly in order for it to be effective. Meanwhile, the Tauren Chieftain getting dangerously low on hit points may have to back out here, as the Blade Master still putting pressure on the front. No more healing salves, though. This is going to be interesting, as you now see an Ancient of Wonders being built in the back. Now damage is going to be had here. There is a bit of an exchange. No more mana on that Blade Master, and the Blade Master has to think about what his options are. Blade Master should not be able to take down that Ancient of Wind, as it is just far too ready to be completed. Meanwhile, the Beastmaster desperately wanting to get to level 2. It looks as though the Beastmaster lost a bit of experience from the Ancient of War attacking as well. Unless perhaps the Blade Master was able to pick off a kill from that creep camp, but his experience doesn't show that either. Perhaps the Ancient of War got in a little bit too much damage, getting the killing blow, and now the Beastmaster is still sitting at level 1. Tauren Chieftain off to the north, going to go ahead and creep out the top right-hand side of the map. Meanwhile, this Blade Master is just trying to pick up some items. Going to go ahead and Staff of Teleportation back home. Going to take a little bit of damage from the glaives of that Demon Hunter, as we now see both sides, just getting ready to engage and perhaps accidentally bump into each other here. Supply count is still a bit of an issue for Czech. Czech does have those the Druids of the Talon with those Ancients of Wind, but he doesn't even have Adept training yet. Adept training Adept training just now done, Mastery training just now being added. But the problem is going to be, even if he gets the Mastery training, he's not going to have enough mana on all of those Druids of the Talon. He is not going to hit critical mass here, and this is just going to simply be a rolling, a stomping of this Orc army. There is too big of a supply discrepancy. There needs to be some crazy micro and some major mistakes made by Lin in order for Czech to get back into this game. Alright, Blade Master going to go ahead and take down the Kobold Taskmaster here. Just trying to get to level 3 on the Blade Master and the Tauren Chieftain. That will give level 2 Shockwave better critical strikes perhaps, as the Blade Master wants to be able to engage without Wind Walk, and Critical Strike, especially with Gloves of Haste, is just that effective. Alright, a couple more units getting taken down. Blade Master sitting at level 2 has a Potion of Invulnerability. One Druid of the Talon, is he going to be able to escape? He is at Adept training right now. There is a little bit more damage. Blade Master gets the final blow, gets to level 3, and we'll see if we do get level 2. Wow, beautiful Shockwave finishing off all of those Wisp right there. And Lin is just on fire right now. Blade Master 177 critical strike. It is level 2 critical strike instead of level 2 Windwalk. Cyclone finally picking up that Blade Master, but the Demon Hunter has taken far too much damage. Moon Wells doing exactly what they were supposed to do, refilling the hit points and the mana, as the Blade Master is getting relatively low on mana. Tauren Chieftain already got that one necessary Shockwave to make it worth its while, taking down all of these Wisp off to the north and preventing any repairs now. 29 over 50 supply compared to 55 over 60, and this game is pretty much over. At this point, I can even take over control from Lin and perhaps win out. When you are just winning with such brute force, adding in more brute force and just pressing your advantage while you have it is absolutely key. Now, the biggest question is, how do you know when you have the advantage? And this is something that a lot of people do ask me, how do you get better at WarCraft 3? How do you know when to attack? And a lot of the questions is just study professional replays and and try to study a professional replay in the point of view only of the race you're trying to learn. Try to figure out a lot of the decisions that he's making, and he knows right now that he's done so much damage. He knows that he delayed the Ancients of Wind. He knows that if he waits too long, these Druids of the Talon are going to do far too much damage. Now the Tauren Chieftain could do well with a potion of mana. That's one thing that I think Lin could have done better here in order to get a lot of damage across these Druids of the Talon. But then again, the Blade or the Demon Hunter and the Beastmaster could have scrolls of healing. Druids of the Talon still fighting his way back over here. Demon Hunter finally scrolls a Scroll of Town Portal back out. You can see another Cyclone coming across. All the units are now backing off again. 52/39 supply, and you can now see, well, I take it back. This is getting a little bit closer than I'm sure Lin would like right now. You can see him getting that Clarity Potion and that Potion of Mana. That's the reason for that proxy Voodoo Lounge as the Shockwave goes down, finishing off the Ancient of Elders. And now the Clarity Potion is still ticking away. You can take a look. That Tauren Chieftain wants to get another Shockwave off and does hit it across the central portion of the unit, and more importantly, getting that Demon Hunter again. However, the Mana Burn finally goes down on the Tauren Chieftain. Beastmaster is constantly trying to push forward and back out as the Raiders are finally finishing off more and more units. Once this Demon Hunter is down, though, well, there goes the Ensnare, and that is going to be the game. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.